No matter where you go in Taiwan, you will always find the presence of braised pork rice, especially in the late night hours when hunger strikes. A bowl of fragrant, rich yet not greasy braised pork rice instantly soothes the soul, making the night feel warm and fulfilling. Deep inside the second market in Taiking's old streets, there is a small shop with an 80-year history, dedicated to crafting authentic braised pork rice. Early in the morning, the shop owner begins the day's preparations. Skillfully handling fresh pork hocks, he carefully slices lean cuts for customers who prefer them. The neatly cut pork pieces, with the skin intact, are available only in limited quantities each day, making them a rare delicacy. Pork belly is meticulously trimmed to remove excess fat while retaining its tender, smooth texture. Then, both pork belly and hind leg meat are blanched in boiling water. This step effectively removes blood and impurities while firming up the meat, ensuring a rich and flavorful bite. Meanwhile, the staff starts preparing the essential ingredient that defines braised pork rice, the crispy shallot oil. In a pot of heating oil, dried shrimp and shrimp skins are first fried for aroma. Then, finely chopped red shallots are slowly fried over low heat until golden brown, filling the kitchen with an irresistible fragrance. Shallot oil is the finishing touch of braised pork rice. As crucial as chili oil in Lanzhou beef noodles, it enhances the aroma and infuses this humble dish with soul. As the pot of water begins to boil, the shop owner quickly submerges the pork hind leg into it. After briefly blanching it to half cooked, he immediately transfers the meat to cold water to cool and rinse it. This hot to cold treatment tightens the pork skin and significantly enhances its flavor. The round tendon section of the hind leg is particularly prized, as each leg only yields 1 or 2 such slices, making it the most sought-after cut. Other pieces of meat are also carefully prepared, ensuring that each slice contains just the right balance of lean and fat. The shop owner meticulously arranges the meat, securing each piece with bamboo skewers to prevent them from falling apart during the long braising process. Smaller trimmings are set aside for another delicious dish, minced pork rice. Pork belly undergoes the same meticulous preparation. After blanching and rinsing, it looks plump and tempting, then is cut into evenly sized cubes. The shop owner explains that in Taiking, using whole pieces of meat is called braised pork rice, while using minced meat is minced pork rice. However, in Taipei, it's the opposite. Whole pieces of meat are called kong ru fan, while minced meat is known as braised pork rice. Between casual chats with customers, the shop owner precisely cuts the pork belly into uniform cubes and threads them onto bamboo skewers to maintain their shape. Then comes the key step, braising. At the bottom of the braising pot, the shop owner lays a layer of fresh scallion leaves, sprinkles a fragrant layer of crispy shallot oil, and then stacks the skewered pork pieces in alternating layers. This careful layering ensures that every piece of meat fully absorbs the seasonings, allowing the flavors to penetrate deeply and evenly. A distinctive feature of braised pork is its perfect pairing with rice. To enhance this harmony, the shop owner adds brown sugar for a touch of sweetness, pours in a whole bottle of white wine to intensify the aroma and cut through the richness, and finally, ladles in a special blend of secret seasonings mixed with broth. The entire pot then undergoes 6 hours of slow simmering, perfect not only for braised pork but also for braised tofu, eggs, and fried tofu, all of which are beloved by customers. Simultaneously, the minced pork is being prepared with equal precision. The shop owner starts by rendering down fatty pork chunks in oil infused with fried shallots, allowing the rich lard aroma to be released. Then, he adds finely chopped pork, slow cooking it over low heat while constantly stirring with a metal spatula to ensure every piece absorbs the shallot fragrance. Next, a full bottle of rice wine is added to eliminate any gaminess, followed by 3 heaping spoons of pepper for extra flavor. After blending the seasonings, a generous amount of soy sauce is poured in, giving the minced pork its signature golden hue and deeply savory taste. Finally, 3 spoons of brown sugar are added, and the mixture is slowly simmered while being stirred continuously. A large bowl of crispy shallot oil is then stirred back into the pot, releasing an overwhelming burst of aroma as the minced shallots sizzle upon contact with the hot meat. Meanwhile, the larger braised pork pieces exude an equally irresistible fragrance. Holding the pot's edges, the shop owner gently sways it to ensure the meat absorbs the sauce evenly. The meats are then sorted by cut pork tendons, pork belly, and pure lean meat, each placed in separate bowls and generously coated with braising sauce, ready for their final slow cooking phase. For spice lovers, the shop also offers a special homemade chili sauce. The preparation begins with frying onions in hot oil, followed by an entire bag of freshly chopped chili peppers, which instantly releases a fiery aroma. Shallot oil and a house-blended herbal spice mix are then added, filling the air with a refreshing, medicinal fragrance. The ingredients are thoroughly stirred and simmered over low heat, allowing the flavors to meld. As evening approaches, most market stalls begin closing for the day, but this small shop remains bustling. A variety of freshly stir-fried side dishes are neatly displayed at the counter, and steaming white rice has just been scooped from the pot, each grain distinct and fluffy. Staff members busily pack takeaway bento boxes, carefully selecting each perfectly braised piece of pork to ensure every meal is irresistibly tempting. Whether it's fatty or lean braised pork, paired with a selection of well-prepared side dishes, every combination, be it with braised pork or minced pork, makes for the ideal late-night comfort meal. Here, a bowl of braised pork rice costs 70 Taiwan dollars. The braised pork belly is tender and flavorful, with its rich sauce coating the meat perfectly. A single bite melts the fatty portion in your mouth, while the lean meat remains tender without being dry or tough. The tendon meat rice, also priced at 70 Taiwan dollars, boasts a bouncy, gelatinous texture that delivers a unique, sticky mouthfeel, leaving you craving more. Meanwhile, minced pork rice is priced at 45 Taiwan dollars. The minced pork is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, carrying the perfect balance of savory and sweet. When mixed with braised sauce and white rice, it creates an irresistible combination that keeps you coming back for more.